Okay guys,
so
I
we're
want to
gonna
talk
go
about
over
the
kind
types
of
of
three
images
at
you
one
should be
time
looking
here. We're gonna go
for
over,
to work
fonts,
well in Tagul. You need a
layout,
strong
and
contrast
color.
between
If we click on the fonts
what you
tab
want
right
to be in
now,
the picture
okay, the
and
first
the
thing I want
background
you
of
to
the
notice
picture.
is that
And what I mean by
you have
that
all
is
of
that
these
the
choices
colors should
here,
be very different. So
and
for
you can
example,
select as many of
this
them
picture
as
here
you
is
would
not
like.
a great one because the dog is kind of
When you
brown,
go
but so is
through
the
and click on
background.
the font.
You're going to see in another video how you can change
And the way you'll do that is by holding down the
image
control
looks like when
key
you bring it in so
when
that
you
it works
click.
well. If you
So
just
if
click
you
one
have
at
an
a
image
time,
that
has
has
very
pick one, but if I
similar
want to pick more than
shades
one,
of color,
I'll hold down the
it's not going to
control
work
key.
very well.
I'll
So if
click
you can
visualize,
find a dark image on a light background or vice versa, that's going to work
see
really
all the
well.
different fonts
So
that
for
show
example,
up
this
in
image here,
image
the
that
dog
I
is a
have.
very different color than
Now,
the background. So that
you
will work
should be able to
pretty
tell
well
this is a bulldog.
if I bring it into
one
Tagul.
thing that's
So
going to
in fact,
happen
I'm going
is
to go ahead
a lot
and
of times if you change
save
the
this
font
image
coloring
very
or the
quickly.
layout, things will pop in a little bit more clearly.
My pictures.
Let me click on
don't worry
layout
about
right
you don't
now.
have to do what I'm
so
doing.
this is
right
the
there.
direction
But now if I go to
that
my
the
Tagul,
text is going to go. There's a
and
couple
I'm
of
gonna
things
go
that
to
you need
shape.
to do. First of all, where it says words amount, I want you to
And
click
I'm gonna
on
pick that
define
image.
and I want you to make this,
Okay,
you know,
so
it can
now
be,
what I will do
anything
is, and the next video will show you
higher
about
than
adding the color and
100,
things like
and
that.
all that's going to do
You
is
can't put a lot of detail
end
in
up
these. You have to find an image
adding
that
the
when
number
you just
of
look at
words
the
that
shape,
will appear with it up
it's
to
pretty
100
clear what
different
it
words.
is.
You can make it
Okay,
higher
I'm
if
not
you
sure
want.
if that's
like I
true
can
of this
turn
one,
it all the
but
way
what
up,
is
but what
true
you
of this
can't do
one
is go less than 100.
see how it's just the
Okay,
dog.
because
it's
again, we want a
ignoring
lot
the
of different
background.
words showing
Whatever's
up
going to be
in our
dark is
image,
what's going to fill in with
right
words.
here.
So I'm going to go
where
ahead
it says
and
words
click
relative,
OK between
make
this.
sure that you have maximized,
And again, I turn the colors
selected,
down to 1.
and
That's
then
what
play
you're gonna
around
wanna
with
do.
these different
and then I'm going to
slopes here. So for
visualize.
example, all
and
of the words right now are
fill in the
horizontal.
shape.
If you look
Now
closely,
the question
they're all
you have to
going
ask
right to
yourself,
left.
if this were your
I can
image
turn that and make them all
is
vertical
it clear
by
that this
clicking
is
on
a
that, clicking
bulldog?
Visualize.
And I don't know that it is, so I might not use this exact image.
So now they're all vertical. They're going
because
up
it's
and
not
down.
exactly
You can
clear
have
what it
them do
is.
both.
However, the coloring of the image was
And now
perfect.
some of the
Something
words
dark
will be
on
going
something light, or
right
vice
to left,
versa.
and some will be going up
Don't
and
pick
down.
something where
But
it
play
kind of
around with
blends
this
into the
because you'll be
background. That's very
surprised
important.
that
Okay,
you might
watch
have
the
an
next
image
video.
and you're like, you can't really tell what it is. But if you change the layout of the word, sometimes it pops in and makes it a lot more clear what is in the image. So you play around with that, you'll see how it goes. Okay, and I believe even if I hit visualize again, I didn't change anything. It'll just randomly make the words change shape, change their orientation. You can also go to custom, and for custom, all you'll keep if I just keep hitting the random button. Okay, so it lets me put in 10 of them. It just randomly selected the angle that they'll go at, and I'll click done and click visualize, and so now they're going to be kind of going in all different directions with it, so you can try that one as well. Then for colors and animations, we're going to ignore animations. We're only going to focus on colors. First of all, make sure that use shape colors is not checked, and I'm going to add some random colors here. And so you can see every time I hit the random button that different colors are being added there. I don't need to click visualize for that, they just show up. But if I do click visualize, it will go ahead and give me a different amount of them. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead now, and if I don't like a color, I can click the X button to get rid of it. If I want to add a specific color, let's say I want everything to be green and blue in this one. So what I can do then is click on the arrow next to the color picker here, click on the green section. Sometimes it hangs up for a second. Okay, so if I click on the green section, come on, there we go. So I can do the slider bar, click in a certain area, and then pick a particular color green and say add. And then if I want to go ahead then and add a blue, so I'll move the slider bar to the blue area, click on a particular blue area, you can drag it where it belongs. Now everything's green and blue, so you can play around with that and decide what you want. Everything below animation is not for what we're doing in class, so you should just pay attention to the colors for this one. And again, color will sometimes make your image look a lot better. So good luck choosing great colors and fonts and